What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at y'all with more DanMemo. Now, these are all, I say, leaks. They actually came from the live stream regarding the updates that are coming to DanMemo this week, and Familia Rush is back. Now, as it stands right now, we have not made any changes to the Familia, and I don't suspect we will, at least until the end of this Familia Rush. If you are in my Familia, then you need to know we do expect all hands on deck. This is not going to be an easy one. So, let's talk about Familia Rush and what's coming to DanMemo. Okay? First thing up, the first level of this is going to be Fells with a few little mobs. She'll remove magic buffs, allies physical resist buff plus 20%, and she does magic attacks. Okay? The mobs debuff physical resistance 20%. So in other words, they'll do more damage, and they do physical attacks. So be prepared for that. You need people that remove debuffs and buffs. It's going to be huge. So that new bell and that new eyes really are going to come in handy. They resist Earth 0%, Dark minus 10%, Light plus 60%. So your light team is the wrong team to take. Wind, water, fire, and thunder all plus 30%. Physical plus 40%. Magic 0. So you either need to debuff the crap out of her physical resistance, or more likely just use a magic team. I don't remember if I think the bell and the eyes are physical units, so they wouldn't even be right for this. But you need to remove those buffs and debuffs. So yeah, you need a magic team and you need debuffs. So that be a thing, okay? Next up, we've got these giant skeleton monster things, okay? Tione, who's kind of commanding them. Allies, strength and magic buff plus 15%. Debuff strength and magic minus 15%, obviously, to your allies. And she does magic attacks. The skeletons, they self-buff 20%, and they do physical attacks. So once again, debuffers are going to be really important on this team. Okay? Their resistance. Earth minus 10%, Dark 0, Light plus 60 again, Wind, Water, Fire, and Thunder plus 30, Physical plus 40, and Magic 0. So once again, you need magic units to really take this on. Sucks for me, my magic teams actually really kind of suck, so I'm probably going to be revisiting some units and talking about some units tomorrow regarding this. Okay? Finally, the boss. This is level 3. Buffs magic and magic resistance. I'm sorry, debuffs magic and magic resistance down 20%. Buffs magic and earth resistance 20% to herself. Removes magic buffs and it does an AoE attack. Okay? And all our attacks are magic once again. Resistance. Earth minus 40%. Dark minus 40%. Light plus 60%. Water, fire, thunder. I'm sorry. Wind, water, fire, thunder. All 30%. Physical plus 50%. Magic minus 20%. So, Dark and Earth wouldn't be bad on this one, but you definitely need magic units. Okay? 100% need magic units. I don't see much of a way around that. There is one possibility, and we'll discuss that when Familia Rush is on, but yeah, you really need to bring that magic team for real, okay? Now, the big question is collab. We have a little bit of something here. There won't be any collab information yet, but they did say it is potentially going to be around January. So if you're like me and you've been holding onto your iris, well, don't be so stingy with it. It's coming, but you got a ways to save. Okay, we do have a new gacha coming. Okay, this is the new idol event. Pretty interesting. Actually, makes a lot of sense considering we do have the like Asia Minor, like the other Asian countries anniversary coming up, and you know idols are a big thing in their culture. Not being racist, it's just a thing. Like, look at Korea, man. They're, like, idol, like, driven. Okay? And the best part is, Hermes is the manager. So, looking forward to a lot of antics in this story. Okay? Alright. So, we've got our units here. Got Leafia. We've got Eyes. We've got Vilvis. We've got... Is that Chloe? She looks a little different. Oh, Anya Kitty. I'm sorry. Anya Kitty. I knew that. And... Line. Now, that's an interesting one. We haven't seen too many of her going around. And, of course, Hermes. And then there is this unit. And I think that's going to be... I'm assuming that's going to be a free-to-play. Almost... It's definitely going to be an assist. I don't know. Maybe the Eyes will be a free-to-play. Who knows? Anyway. Irrelevant. War Games is back, guys. And the big thing that you need to pay attention to with this War Games, this is kind of a prelim for Familia War Games. You got to rank high in this one. If there was ever one to do well and to pay close attention to, it was this one. Your rank really matters, so go ham. Okay? Record Buster will be taking a break, but it is going to be coming back with Old Girl here in a week's time. So, Record Buster just ended, and we're going to have that come back basically a week from today. So, a week from when I get this uploaded. Okay? So, here's your overall timeline. So, things you can expect. So, Asia Year 1 celebration. That's not including Japan. Obviously, the Japanese version was out. We discussed that earlier. Free 11 draw multi-weekly. That's going to be a 3-star guaranteed, not a 4-star. There's a new whale pack. The 9th Familia Rush. It's the one we're going into coming up. And Ultimate War Game coming up. Now, next week, 10/24, will be that new tale we talked about. And the new Record Buster with Revis, however you pronounce her name. So, lots and lots and lots of stuff coming up. So the answer is, if you're asking when this is happening, it's not happening this week. This is actually coming the next week, which makes sense because next week the current events kind of go away. Now, we don't know yet what these units do. I'm sure we'll get leaks on that here in the next few days. As soon as we get that, we'll talk about it and talk about whether it's actually worth your iris, especially considering we know now that the other stuff isn't coming back for a while. So we kind of have more of a timeline and we know what's going on. So we'll talk about that. Other than that, that is the video, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up a Booker. Be back at you guys with more Danmachi here very, very soon. I'm expecting we'll probably get some leaks tomorrow, and then for the next couple of days we'll get a little bit more information. So I'll bring that to you as soon as I have it.